TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Abigail Ukwade, and this is Africa Now. A traditional initiation rite in South Africa's Eastern Cape province has left 23 teenagers dead. The dead succumbed to dehydration or sepsis from circumcision at the start of the ceremony, which lasts between 2 and 6 months. Almost 1,000 young men have died from the initiation rite since 1995, with at least twice the number forced to undergo penile amputation. Provincial Premier Oscar Mbwayene has called for those responsible to be charged with murder. South Africa's High Court will on Tuesday hear former President Jacob Zuma's request to appeal against a ruling that set aside his medical parole and said he should return to jail, his foundation said on Saturday. The court said on Wednesday that Zuma should go back to jail after the 79-year-old began medical parole in September. He is serving a 15-month sentence for contempt of court after he ignored instructions to participate in a corruption inquiry. Tear gas and stun grenades were used by Sudanese security forces on Sunday to try and break up demonstrations by hundreds of thousands of people marching towards the presidential palace in the capital, Khartoum, over the October 25 coup. Sunday's demonstrations were the 9th in a series of demonstrations against the coup, even after the military reinstated Prime Minister Abdallah Hamdok, who had been under house arrest on November 21, and released him and other high-profile political detainees. They are demanding no military involvement at all in government. And to security matters, Ethiopian forces on Saturday recaptured several towns, including the town of Lalibela, famed for its rock churches, Kobo and Waldea in the north from Tigrayan rebels, the government announced. Since November of 2020, there has been a war raging between forces loyal to Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and the Tigray People's Liberation Front rebel group. Starting late October, both sides claimed major territorial advances, with key cities apparently changing hands in the week since. Now, to reinforce Mali's troops, Chad plans to deploy 1,000 additional UN peacekeepers to the former French colony, Mali's Foreign Affairs Ministry has said. The ministry in a statement on Saturday says the deployment is part of a bilateral framework at the request of the government of Chad for reinforcing its contingent in northern Mali following the reconfiguration of the Baghani force. Nearly 1,400 of the UN's 13,000 troop peacekeeping force in north and central Mali is made up of Chadian soldiers. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You're watching Africa Now. Business and more coming your way after the break. So stay tuned. Welcome back in business. Kenya unveiled a modern shipyard at the Ntogwe Navy base in Mombasa on Friday, making it the first country in sub-Saharan Africa with such a facility. The Kenyan shipyard has the capacity to handle vessels of more than 4,000 tons and 150 meters and will boost the East African country's status as a maritime hub. And away from business, the commander of Malawi's army has criticized what he says is interference from government officials into the affairs of the military. General Vincent Nondwe said this could incite anarchy and should stop. Nondwe expressed the concern on Saturday during a televised parade of newly commissioned military officers at the Malawi Armed Forces College in Salima district. And on the entertainment scene, one of Africa's longest-running fashion exhibitions, the Dakar Fashion Week, featuring designers from across the continent, is back at the foot of a towering baobab tree outside Senegal, capital of Dakar, on Saturday to promote inclusive and sustainable fashion. According to a 2015 study from the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, textile production generates 1.2 billion tons of carbon emissions annually and could account for more than a quarter of global emissions by 2050. Known by her brand name Adama Paris, Ndaye chose inclusiveness as one of this year's themes to contrast the often rigid beauty standards of Western fashion. And in tourism, for the second consecutive year, Seychelles has won the World's Most Romantic Destination title at the 28th World Travel Awards, the tourism department said. The island nation came in first in the romance category, ahead of other nominees, which included Maldives, Mauritius, and others. Sharon Francis, the principal secretary for tourism, says the award reinforces Seychelles' prominent position in today's competitive markets. And now to sports. Patrick Asamoah Eyi, a former coach of Gabon's youth side, has denied multiple allegations of sexual abuse of minors made against him, saying the claims are unfounded attempts to undermine his successful work. On Friday, he was provisionally suspended from all activities by the country's football association. The move came after Eyi, who was coach of Gabon's under-17 side as recently as 2017, was reported to have groomed, raped and exploited young players by The Guardian on Thursday. And that is it on Africa Now. For more updates, to visit our website at www.TOSTVNetwork.com. To follow us and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube to stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Abigail Okwade. Thanks for watching.